peace sting and peace big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought because we keep it so wet. Why sweat now? It's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or at that bone that never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Bengals are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Browns, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Play clock winding down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here. Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects? The first carry now. This is Hill. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, they run with Hill. Finding some room at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Back to the ground. It's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to the...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And he's got room. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And as a defender, if you go with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that. But to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down, Kaiser. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They're indeed going. It's Kaiser, and it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Hill. And he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Passing, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First down, Kaiser. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Kaiser now on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dante Moncrief as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, Hill, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Andy Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. Kaiser just getting the play off. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And able to find Dorsett. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Kaiser to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Kaiser. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. First down. Hill, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Dalton throwing on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Third and 2 for Dalton. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Going deep downfield and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Let's go!
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36, the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. First carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down, there's the option going left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw is Kaiser. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want